Hi, everyone. This is Al Woods from Woods Recruiting. Why not take your dream of being a college scout and turn it into a reality? We're talking about how it is not impossible to become a college scout. It is not as complicated as you may think. Why not do it? Why not take those thoughts that you have about the process and do it? That's what I did. August 1989, it just happened. I thought about doing it because I got recruited for college using a recruiting service a long time ago. I was fascinated by the whole process. Then I was at the gym working out, ran into a student athlete, found out he had just graduated from high school, no college home. Make a long story short, within 10 days, I got him into college. I was so amazed by it that I thought, I changed this young man's life, and now I want to do something about helping other people. And so I just started going to every open gym in the city, every high school basketball game, every high school football game on Friday nights, leaving one game at halftime, driving across town, getting to the next game by the third quarter. I just wanted to be around the game so much. I didn't know anything else about the business side of being a college scout. Nothing. Nothing about websites, presentations, questions, all of that. Only thing I knew to do was to go to the game and talk to the players and talk to the coaches. That's kind of the best way, in my opinion, to start, because you really want to build a network where people get to know you, they like you, and they trust you. They get to see you, shake their hand, talk to them a little bit. I was talking to high school coaches prior to the game. The teams are warming up, or it's the first game. Maybe the second game is the girls' game. No, I think it was the first game was the girls' game. Second game, the guys would play. And I would be talking to coaches. That's what I did. That is the process to begin with. And I was just so fascinated about it. When I signed up that first kid and got him into college, I didn't charge him anything because I didn't know what to charge. I didn't know that you could charge money for this. But I wasn't even thinking about money. I was just thinking about doing a good deed. You know, I saw a student athlete who had talent, 6'7" kid with some talent. He needed some work, but he had it. But nobody recruited him. And I'm like, how is that possible? And then I was thinking back, I said, that's what happened with me. I in high school I was 6'7". I grew much taller after that. But I was 6'7". Nobody recruited me. And the same thing happened to this guy. I was like, well, if it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone, I thought, when it came to recruiting and people slipping through the cracks. So I wanted to get involved and do something about it. I know it's a challenge of setting up your own recruiting service because most people don't know where to begin. And I was in that same situation as well. But eventually, I figured it out. And I think you need to come up with a checklist of everything that you want to accomplish. Get a notebook, write down every single thing you want to get your business started. It may seem overwhelming, a daunting task to accomplish everything, but believe me, you're going to need to do it. From anywhere from website hosting, your domain name, the website design, social media presence, content for your website. The Divi Builder, divi.com, I believe it is. You can do a Google search for Divi Builder. That's probably the best place to start. It's not that expensive, but it can give you thousands and thousands of website design options. And I'm not a spokesperson for Divi. I use it for my site, woodsrecruiting.com, and it's been great, amazing. So that's something to think about. Business cards, logo. You can go to Fiverr, okay? and you can get a logo done, pretty good price, anywhere from $30 to $40, probably no more than $50 for a logo. So there's a lot of things out there you need. You need the clothes, polo shirts with your logo on it, long sleeve sweatshirts, jackets with your logo on it. I mean, you want to look the part of a college scout. A nice pair of shoes, Nikes, Under Armour, whatever you wear, get a nice pair. Maybe that's the pair you only wear when you're out. So keep them in the box, keep them fresh and clean. But look right, look the part. It's important. You're going to look credible, professional. That's what you want to do. So all of those things cost money. So this is why recruiting services should charge thousands of dollars. You're not going to grow your business charging $500 or less. You're not going to grow your recruiting service charging $50 a month or less. It's just not going to work. You need $2,000, $3,000 coming in, because then you could take that money and get you the things you need to grow your business, to start your business. You need computers. You need laptops. You need a good office chair. You need a quiet spot somewhere in your house where you can work, where you can make phone calls, where you can, do the work that's required to be a college scout. You need that time. So those are the things that you're going to need, and probably a whole lot more. Write it down. Once you accomplish one, it's an accomplishment. It's something that you've conquered. And then move on to the next thing you need to accomplish, the next task on your checklist. I didn't know anything about the business side of running a recruiting service when I began in August of 1989. I didn't know anything. So I learned through trial and error, a lot of error. That's how you're going to learn. You're going to be like, oh, okay, that doesn't work, so I'll try this. And when that didn't work, I'll try it a different way until I found the formula. I found the solutions. And then I know what works. So you're going to be in that same situation as well. But to speed it along, I already know. So why don't you reach out to me? I'm doing business coaching for college scouts and recruiting services. You can leave a comment in the comment section to ask me questions, or subscribe to our newsletter. That's another way you can communicate with me, and I can give you the information to point you in the right direction and give you the advice that you need to grow, to move forward. We don't have enough recruiting services out there. We just do not have enough scouts and recruiting services. And one of the reasons why I say this is because every year, toward the end, as we get closer to the end of the high school year, where we're getting to the point where student athletes are getting ready to graduate high school, a lot of them, talented, don't have a college. They haven't been recruited, or they haven't found the right situation. And that just tells me that something is going wrong in the recruiting process for that student athlete, for that parent. They're getting the wrong information. They're being advised incorrectly. They're making mistakes. A lot of these kids are going to end up not going to college, or they're going to go to a college program that's going to be beneath their athletic ability. They're going to go to maybe a prep school, and then to a junior college, and then to an NAIA school, and then back to a prep school, and then to another junior college. And I call that college recruiting musical chairs. And I have talked to student athletes who have been in that vicious cycle, and they never played 1 second of their sport, going through all of that musical chairs, burning up eligibility, jumping from one college to another, wasting time, wasting years, and accomplishing nothing. So these are the things that happen in recruiting that nobody talks about, nobody really hears about because it's not popular. We hear stories about where the kids are going to school and who's recruiting them and where they're going to be at and all the exciting things about recruiting, the joyfulness of the recruiting process. But believe me, for every student athlete who's getting recruited and signing that letter of intent, there's a whole lot more who are not. And some of them are just as talented, but they played at the wrong school. Their high school coach is not helping them. The club coach is not working with them. Something has went wrong. Maybe their grades are not right and they can't get a junior college. Something is going wrong. They got bad advice. A lot of things happen, a lot of scenarios that cause recruiting failure. This is why we need more college scouts. I'm not hiring college scouts. I'm going to train them. I'm going to coach them. I'm going to educate them because the student athletes need you. And now you're thinking about it. You're thinking about, should I get into this? Should I be a scout? Or should I just continue on what I'm doing? You know, there's a lot of people who became college scouts and it became so successful in a year, 18 months, that they were able to leave their 9-to-5 job and work on scouting full time because it was paying more money. And in addition to that, it was more rewarding, more exciting, more fulfilling. Wow. And so that was me. By 1998, I realized, wow, I could take this and turn it into a full-time job. Because prior to that, I had some pretty decent jobs, but my heart and passion was in this. I felt so good about it that I wanted to do it all the time. And when I finally got out of the 9-to-5 rat race and controlled my own destiny, my own future, and my own money, I was good. I was good to go. It was great. So think about it. Become a college scout. Help the student athletes, build up your business, and turn it into a full-time career. Why not? Okay, that's all I got. Thanks for listening. Do me a huge favor. Leave a comment in the comment section below. I want to hear your thoughts about this topic. Subscribe. I want to hear from you. If you're a college scout and you're out there day to day, keep hustling, keep working, keep improving, and keep learning. Keep going. Thanks for listening.